everybody, and welcome back to the internet. I cannot believe that I remembered most of the right buttons to push. Hopefully, all am I on? Yep, good. I am unmuted. I've done all the things that I'm supposed to do, I think.
You did great.
So, thank you so much for that.
I double checked it for you. We're chilling.
It is so nice to have other people who actually run tech and shit in my game. I kind of maybe did that on purpose. Anyways, without further ado, my name is DM Dragons. That's really it. I'm Tony, our DM Dragons. Thank you guys for showing up this evening and having we lost a bull. Maybe, hopefully, he'll be right back. Without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our cast for this evening. I'll do a quick recap, and we have a packed evening, so we are going to get to it. We're going to start with this guy to my side, Noct. Hello.
Hey, I am Dakota Orshira. I play Noct, the Elven Wizard.
Yeah. Hard to remember after you've been away for a while.
We're great. Yeah, I had to fucking think about it,
Yeah.
Definitely just a normal elf and a normal wizard.
Yeah.
But don't shake your head at me. Very normal.
100% normal when you glow like the night sky. No. Hello, Reese. How are you?
Oh, I'm allowing things up. So I'm Amador, actually. I play Reese in this game.
Yes.
Reese Inkfoot. I'm our Owlin rogue. I use my mind or something. You guys know.
You might be that psionic-y kind of guy.
Yeah.
Maybe.
The soul knife, I think.
Yeah. That thing.
Yeah, that thing.
Cool. Hi, Bull. Welcome back.
Hi.
Nice to see you again.
I realized I had the wrong background, and it wouldn't let me change it unless I signed in, and so I had to click log in. It's a whole thing. I'm back.
But we appreciate you.
Yeah.
How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing well. I'm excited.
Good.
To figure out what's happening and maybe throw my hammer at some things.
Yay! And who do you play on our game, since we haven't spoken for a month?
I am Grunkar, and I'm just a little guy. I'm a little stout little mountain dwarf. Got a little hammer that I like to throw, and sometimes I do magic stuff.
Sweet. And we have two other folks. We have Rig, who will be here later this evening. They are currently on their way-ish home from an activity, so they will be stopping by here in a little bit. And then Miss Prezira will not be here this evening. They have some issues with storms and things. And we hope that you are safe. Please be safe with wherever you're at. And we will see her next time on our next episode. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. So you all were close to the city of Crossroads at the beginning of our last session. You had done some fuckery at the library / archive.
Oh, yeah, I'm a lawyer.
Yeah. Some folks had gotten arrested. You took a test and became a lawyer all of a sudden in the city of Crossroads. And
that's how it works, folks. Take a test and become a lawyer. Easy.
Some lines and dots got connected, and you ended up busting them out of jail, essentially. With a little bit of help of, Rig and Rex and all the rest of the crew. You decided to go to the place where Reese had hid the item that you were trying to procure from the, the Tasty Truffle or something like that. The place, it's a set of armor that was going to help try to lead you guys or help you in the assistance of getting his master back. Or at least that particular threat.
The succulent truffle,
the succulent truffle. Thank you. Keep me on task here. Appreciate that.
This motherfucker's got notes.
Mm-hmm. All the notes. You went back to his little cave-like place, and amongst talking and doing some character development and things, we started to hear some weirdness from the direction of Crossroads. You all went outside and got to witness more of the same destruction that you saw in the city or the village of Key. You kind of hem-hawed around a little bit and then decided you were going to go back that direction and try to maybe see what the hell was going on.
Yeah.
You saw a lot of death, a lot of shadow people, and you somehow snuck your way over to the airship port, one of the only airship ports on the entire continent. You stormed the doors, you went in, you held off some baddies, and you stole an airship.
I think it's important to note we were not heroes.
No, you're absolutely thieves, and I'm here for it.
You can't be thieves if they're all dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
But you can
more
be
like-
heroes if they're all dead.
Yeah, we're like inheritors.
Yeah, right. It's like, passing it on from one
Listen,
to the next.
No, actually, I would say we're doing the honorable thing, and we're keeping their story
No.
alive.
No, I specifically
You know?
remember there was like a pile of corpses and dying people, and there were also like shadow things there. And I went, "Are we gonna go help them?" And y'all went, "Nah."
Nah.
There was a
There's
lot
nothing
of
much we
them.
could do. What we can do is carry their memory with us and tell their stories. so
We
their
at
stories
least
live on.
asked to commandeer their vehicle, and they
Hmm?
let us.
Yeah,
Did we ask?
we're doing what we could.
Yeah.
I think that the choices that were made will never come back to bite you in the ass ever. And you
I
should
think the only
just
people
keep
that could be
rolling.
mad at us for them are gone.
Well,
you
that's a
know,
good
Well,
point.
the shadow people are probably not gone. The shadow people could probably come back.
They
fuck 'em.
might still be there, but did they really care in the first place? Did they really care? Probably not.
My shadow person was better.
You took the airship and knocked, having some knowledge of ships and things, started to pass out orders and teach people how to navigate, find their way, all of these things. I hear what I hear. Anyways,
Don't worry about the thunder. Don't
I'm
worry.
I'm not worried about that thunder at all. So, amongst all of this, Prazira got a kind of like a vision or a premonition, if you will. And a bird with a single golden feather came to her, and that feather kind of floated down and touched on a map. And in the tip of that, oh look, we have a rig. Hello, rig. What? Thing. Listen. DM's seat, person's seat. Okay.
All right, fair enough.
From now on, I'm just going to let you run the tech, and I'm just going to sit here and chat.
We're chilling. We're chilling.
I'm going to look here. I'm just going to sit here and look pretty. Okay, that's what I do. All
We're doing
right.
great. We're doing great.
All right. So, hi, Brave. How are you?
Hi. Made
Well,
it.
We're just doing our quick recap, so you haven't really missed anything.
Appreciate the recap.
Yeah, no worries. So, as this feather landed on the map you guys were looking at, it showed a place just south of the Emerald Coast, kind of like in a big foresty kind of area. It didn't really tell you anything other than, hey, that's really kind of strange. Maybe we should go that direction, because you were all arguing about where you should go, what you should do with your new commandeered airship, and no fucking idea where to go, right? So, hey, why not follow premonition to that place? So you are on your way, and you're not exactly sure how many days it would take, days or hours that it would take to go from Crossroads to here, but you surmise by looking at this map that it's a pretty good distance. You probably have a day or two more travel on the airship. So if there's anything that the characters would like to do amongst themselves, maybe just to refresh ourselves with our characters and our cheering and all the fun in the game, feel free to do so. Any downtime questions, go ahead and throw those out. I'll go ahead and open up the game with, it is the morning of the second day, and you are sailing towards this point on the map south of the Emerald Coast. Take it away, team. That's what I got.
I'm driving. I remember
I was about to
that.
say, I think
You're
Rick's
being
driving.
taught. Hold up. You're being taught to drive. Let's be specific.
Oh my fucking god.
Let's-
I'm scared
let's-
for you all.
Let's be specific. You're being taught to drive. I am here.
I don't remember. I don't
Saw
know.
a shiny thing floating through the air and immediately went.
Off to the side we go.
Do a barrel roll.
Please
Oh
don't.
my
It's
god.
important. It's important not to spin the wheel. We don't want to do that.
I mean,
I mean,
You could do a barrel roll. If you don't tie shit down, things might fall off.
No,
Thank God I could fly. I don't know about you guys.
not on
think-
this tub of shit.
The rest of them might be fucked, Reese.
Hey, I can fly if I
Hey,
want
if
to.
the ship goes down, I know Reese will carry me.
Nice.
Rig and racks.
Great.
Carry
Great.
me. Or it would actually be more like this. Because you sure as hell ain't gonna let go of the axe.
Yeah.
That's true.
I can't fly. I'm
I
just
can't either.
real dense.
I can't make either of you fly. Well, I could, but then I couldn't make me fly, and that's more important.
Could I like bounce off the hammer? If I throw the hammer down while falling and it returns to my hand, could I use that as like a jarring slow mechanism?
You know
It
what?
would dislocate my shoulder
I would be here to try
for the
that.
rolls. Okay.
I would
Let's
be
try
here
and not
to try.
need to try that, but I'm gonna store
Let's
that one. in the
let's
back of
just
my
not barrel roll the ship. Yeah.
It was a fun
Nice.
thought.
That
You know?
that would be the better idea.
mind.
That
I
would
just want to
be,
have options.
I mean, Ty, I'm not real sure what our pretty Ty boy would do, but I'm pretty sure he might break his no cursing vow as he's going through the air upside down. What are you doing?
God's damned kobold.
God's
Mhm.
damn kobold. That's hilarious.
yeah.
So
It's
you
a-
have this.
I know that Ty would probably have gotten up earlier in the morning, like probably sunrise, and done their meditations to get their spells and sat down with their prayer book and sort of let the sorry, just read that. Let that yeah, just sort of relaxing a bit and seeing what happens. Yeah, that's his main. I would say bless the thing, but I don't think that's something he would do at this moment.
Awesome. Okay. While do you do this on the deck, like in the sun, or like?
Yep.
Okay.
On the deck with the
So-
sun.
Make me a wisdom saving throw, if you would, please.
Sure. These dice haven't been touched in a while. Hopefully they don't fuck me.
Oh, I
Touch
didn't need
them.
my dice. Shit.
Touch them, please.
12.
You need that.
12. Okay. Let me.
It's above average.
So as you're sitting there, the warm sunlight of the morning just kind of like bathed you from head to toe, and you're going through each of your little rituals. Just sitting there and saying quiet prayers and just being silent and still in the moment. And as you're sitting there, you get this just overwhelming calm feeling. It just kind of washes down from head to toe. And as you turn and you look in the direction in which the sky ship or airship is sailing, you kind of like bust through a cloud, like one of those big puffy white clouds. And on the other side, all you see is just this immaculate ocean of blue sky and a couple of birds just softly floating in the air. And you just get this overwhelming sense that you are finally, for the first time in a while, going in the direction that you're supposed to be going. Like you just feel attached to that moment. And then
Good.
it kind of subsides.
That feels great. I don't say that out loud, but I just sort of like take a breath in, and there's a very long, deep sigh of just good. We're on the right path. Finally.
Absolutely.
And-
Feels really, really good, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then just looks at the prayer book and then tucks it away and walks back to the rest of the folk.
Perfect. Does anybody else have anything they are doing this morning?
Reese would like to attune to the armor. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But
Okay.
kind of in privacy rather than like on deck or in a like
Oh,
area people are coming in and out of.
that's a good question. Are there private quarters in this airship? Like, how big are we talking here? Or is it like
Yeah.
a captain's quarters and then like crew's quarters?
I would say it's probably more along the lines of captain's quarters, first mate's quarters, and then probably the rest. And then
Okay.
that really fancy lead lined container room
Yeah.
that you, and then a normal cargo hold and a galley and all that kind of stuff.
Riz, you can use my room if you want.
I'll use any room.
So I'm assuming you're taking the captain's quarters, Doc?
Oof. Oof.
I feel like Rig should get first mate's quarters. I'll go like do this in like a cargo hold or something.
Listen,
Rig
Rig is
needs
at the
to
wheel
stay
right
flying.
now, so
Don't give Rig a room to explore right now. Let him focus.
He
That
is
room's-
busy.
can we all agree that we just leave Rig alone to that room and just find out what the fuck happens to it?
It's like a science experiment.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, it's
God.
fine. When he's not flying, that's fine.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That was my
I
thought.
mean,
Was I'm
y'all
flying
do
the
what you
ship.
want.
So
I'm here for
there's no room for shenanigans.
Yeah, no.
Why
Please
is
stay
there a
flying.
problem?
Rig.
I'm next to you. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. No. Not left. Straight. Maintain.
Keep your eyes on the road. Remember 10 and 2, 10 and 2.
Loop in the ground.
all I can hear is the thumps of birds hitting the ship as he's like intentionally swerving into the birds.
I feel like if you say 10 and 2, he's going to just steer towards the 10 because 10 is more than 2.
I mean,
So I don't think
Awesome.
that'll work.
Beautiful.
I feel like I'm going to just kind of like hang out on a quiet outside part of the ship, and I would like to ask Hammer. You want to talk about the whirlwind thing? You can apparently fly around on your own and collect piles of rubble.
I
Because that was
mean-
new.
what do you want to know?
Well, since when you could do that, I suppose. I imagine the answer is going to be always. That seems like something that could have come up before then.
Well, I mean, number one, you never asked. So there's that. Two, there's a lot of things that I can do that you're not ready for quite yet. Not to be ignorant. Hey, not to be ignorant, but you're just not ready for some of the stuff. Could you be more specific on what I did that you'd like to learn more about? Collecting rubble? What?
Well,
I do a lot of things.
That's fair. That's fair. No, we needed to clear off this ship from some rubble and detritus, and you kind of just flew around and did that part on your own, which I'm very grateful for. I'm appreciative
Right.
of it. It certainly helped us get out
Right.
expeditiously. It was very useful. I am just curious, as we don't necessarily know what we're going into.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything else that we should discuss that you think I am ready for, so that I can be a little bit more prepared going into whatever potentially terrifying situation we'll be going into next.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you this. How about this? That little particular show of fun, we'll call it. Let's turn that into something useful, shall we? You okay with that?
Absolutely.
Okay. Are you guys standing on the deck, or where are you guys at?
Standing on the deck.
Okay. Turn to your left, and do you see that unknowing deckhand that's just kind of standing over there?
I think that's not.
We have a nameless deckhand.
What do you mean? Do we have another deckhand? What do you?
Is there crew?
You're not there.
Oh,
And you watch as there's a dude standing over there like mopping the deck.
Has he been there this whole time?
Would you just stick with me, okay? Just stick with me. Okay? Now,
Okay.
watch this. Throw me.
At him or just
Two-handed, throw me.
okay? I full force murder throw at this
Okay.
surprise
You-
person.
You watch as Hammer, instead of going like in a straight line like it normally goes fucking like frisbee boomerang style.
Yeah.
Hits this dude in the legs and clips them out from underneath him, and he falls prone on his face, like, "Huh!" And it
That's nice.
snaps back into your hand. Now,
That's useful.
that we can do in place of what? Go ahead.
I shouldn't have. I just said that is assault.
I mean, you're not.
I mean,
wrong.
we're essentially in international airspace now.
I
So
find it hilarious that you just said that.
I think my attorney will back
I
me
saw
on
that.
this one. Also, I think this person is essentially trespassing now that we own the boat and we don't know who he is. I
so
felt threatened.
you
So I have a
throw-
non-lethal option now. That is
So
useful to
you-
know.
we're gonna call that you can replace the thing that you're gonna do each time you get a chance to do something with a ranged trip attack.
With a range
When you-
what?
Trip attack, essentially.
Okay.
And you can place bad people, let's call it
Prone?
medium to large size and below, prone with this attack.
Okay.
We get melee advantage against prone enemies, right?
You do. So, write that down, and maybe we'll teach you more as time goes.
I am appreciative, Hammer.
Yeah, no problem. Oh, and if you want to use that for, other things, we can talk. But for now, let's go with that.
I think we'll start there.
Okay, good talk. Is there anything else? I was getting ready to take a nap.
Nope. Nap sounds lovely. I think I'll join you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to be awake while Rig is trying to fly, so I'm just gonna sleep.
That's
Um,
please do me a favor and don't put me anywhere near the edge of the boat, please.
No, we're going. I think you, Hammer, are probably the safest of all of us. Since clearly you.
I
can
mean,
fly.
you're technically not wrong, but weird shit does happen around here. So
It's true.
let's just say not to do
We'll
that.
stay
would be
somewhere
great.
safe.
Yeah, perfect.
And then a DM question: mechanically, would that essentially just be a normal dwarven thrower roll?
It
or
would,
just declare that
it'll
trip
just be
attack
your
instead?
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll just
Cool.
be a declared item. Like I want to do this thing, and then I'll allow you to do it at range, like at full range, whatever your Dwarven throws range is, normal range.
Cool.
Hmm. But could you
For funsies,
strike
why
with-
not? Yeah. I mean, things to add later. Hashtag offline. Is there anything else, Grom, that you'd like to complete this morning?
None at the moment.
All right, perfect. Is there anyone else who would like to do anything this morning?
Don't spin the wheels so much. Just
I know Reese was
lightly-
attuning to the armor.
Yes, we will get to him in a moment because in the background I'm looking for something. So anybody wants to continue to talk, that would be great.
So how do we all feel about being in the air?
I'm fine with it. I'm closer to the sun.
It's very bright.
Yes. How are you looking, by the way?
Very blue. not very translucent at all. You you know what? We'll play it. We'll play it like this. You watch as he like comes back down from the deck. He kind of looks at Rig really quick and then scurries down below the deck and comes out and starts plastering sunscreen fucking all over.
You're just like a human prism, and it's just like, ah, blind.
Yeah.
The beacons are lit.
Outdoor calls for aid. You.
Anyway,
I also just realized I still have the bat, so I'm gonna let the bat just hang out near the pilot's area so that I don't physically have to be there.
Yo, the
Nah,
bat's
and
with
just
me. Fuck the sun.
sleep somewhere. Yeah, no, the bat's hiding like literally on your back. Like whatever side of you isn't towards the sun, the bat's just clinging to your side, fully. And then I'm
You
sleeping
hear-
somewhere far inside the boat.
You hear hateful echo chirping noises. Wow.
Angry twinkling.
Angry twinkling. That's exactly right.
too fucking bright.
It is
Why
too
am I
fucking
on
right
the
out.
sun?
He's like latched onto your back, but he's got his head like tucked under his wings. He's like, "Fuck this."
Yeah,
Yeah, that checks
absolutely.
out.
It's ridiculous.
I'm good. We're going in the right direction. And that's the most important part.
Well, we're going in a direction.
It is a proper path to take.
So if we were to spin the boat that way, it would not be the proper.
Spin the boat.
No!
Knock does not correct this, by the way. As Rig just
Anyone on the
spins
deck? Anyone on the deck? Roll a dexterity saving throw.
Fuck me.
You just hear below the deck.
16.
16. Okay.
14.
All right.
Where's the
You
Rick,
hear
you-
the hammer loudly smash into a wall inside the boat,
Fuck!
and the clanking of my armor.
Yeah.
It's rolling around on a wall somewhere.
You'll just get a calm Rig. We talked about not spinning the wheel. Lightly turn the wheel.
Wow, yeah, slightly turn the wheel, yeah.
As he
Please
keeps
don't turn the
turning
wheel right
fucking
now.
wheel.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes, Captain. Hard to port. Here we go.
Oh, God.
By the time we get back around, like we've spun the full way, I will stop the wheel.
Well, we still know I
Probably.
can only turn left.
Okay, NASCAR rig. Got it.
Dear
I was
me.
gonna go for Zoolander.
My question is, how is Rig even seen over the wheel?
He's not.
I have a
There's
stool.
there's a crate. He's
Oh,
in-
I actually,
Tab
I
crate.
picture Rig is holding like all four on the wheel, and then he's just like scooting to the side.
Yes.
To
I like
turn
that a lot. I like that a lot. That's so good.
I wish I could. Again, I wish I could draw.
Rex doesn't
Oh.
know. Rig tells Rex where we're going.
He's like, Rex, take the
And-
wheel.
And there's good. There is good for the heading.
Rax just goes and
Yeah.
sticks into the deck.
I mean, that's, if Rig is connected to Rax, like actually like by a chain or something, that's perfect because he can always turn and he'll just be right there because he won't go anywhere.
Yeah, yeah. He could just slam Rax into the deck, and then he never falls off because they're attached. They're tethered.
Yeah.
my god!
That's hilarious.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, this is fine. I think we will get to a place and hopefully we'll get some answers that we need. That's my hope, anyway.
What answers do you need?
Well, I figured we need a lot of answers considering what we've just been through.
Black Storm of Death,
Yes,
which is
and the tea
terribly
lady.
not normal here.
Correct. It's definitely not normal here. Do you have black storms of death where you come from? No?
We have Storms of Death.
You have storms of death where you come from.
Yes. Apparently, so do you.
Ty is so fucked up right now. Oh my god.
Like, just, just like ESC has stopped working. Just
Dial-up sounds are just going.
yes,
That blue screen.
yeah. The sky's so lovely today.
Yes. It is.
Ty is literally that dog meme where it's like everything's on fire. He's like, this is fine.
It's fine.
The sky is a little thin here, but nice.
Yes.
As you guys are standing there on the deck, you just hear kind of a quiet voice from off to the side. You hear Prazira, and she's like, "Oh God, Riggs, honey, please don't spin the ship like that. It hurts my stomach. I don't feel
spin the ship.
I don't feel very well. I'm gonna go lay down.
That's fine.
Does it care?
Good
Do you
idea.
care which quarters that I go to?
No.
I'm just gonna go. All right, you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't, honey, don't wreck the ship, okay? And she's gonna turn and walk down below the deck and go lay down.
Rig mutters to himself that the spray bottle has left the building.
All is safe now. No danger.
He can do whatever the hell he wants now. Oh. All right, Reese, are you with the armor like in your quarters? Like where are you?
Okay. I'll go to the first mate's quarters just for the time being.
Okay.
I guess the attunement is kind of like what I make it, right?
So technically, I have an attunement kind of wrote for you.
Oh, yay!
It's not okay. You go to the first mate's quarters or the first deck man. Yeah, that thing.
Mhm.
You go inside. You shut the door. You pull the armor out, and it's this. It's a mixture between. Have you ever seen like shiny black metal in a game or anything that almost when the light hits it just right, it like shimmers this like emerald green color, like just kind of based on it's almost like a pearlescence in the coloring per se.
Yeah, like
So-
most beetles have that kind of pearlescence.
Yeah. So when you look at the armor kind of laid out in front of you, if you kind of turn your head to the side, it's jet black, kind of a scale mail. And when you turn your head the other way, you see this like slight shimmer of green across it. It's very beautiful. And it's just kind of sitting there waiting for you to decide what you're going to do. So why don't you describe to me how you would begin your attunement with your item?
Okay. Is there windows in this room?
There's a small, kind of like a portal window.
Okay. I would so Reese would immediately go to that window and like shut it, just making it as dark as possible. Yes, I know.
Okay.
Rogue, darkness, whatever.
Yeah, fair.
Closes it, and kind of goes up to the armor, still kind of folded in front of him as he takes like a knee or some kind of like meditative sitting position, and begins to just kind of like go into his, I guess for lack of better words, his soul or like his deeper reaches of his mind, and tries to attune through that way, through like some kind of mental or soul like
Like a
you know.
telepathic kind of connection almost.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Go ahead and roll a. Let's just do a wisdom check, shall we?
We shall. All right. Papa needs a new pair of Nikes. Okay. Not doing great. I got a 5.
Okay. So while you are sitting there, you start to make what you feel like is a connection to the piece that's sitting in front of you. And it's weird because you close your eyes and you start to drift into your normal meditative state, and you start to see like flashes of color in your mind space. Like there's blue, and then there's purple, and then there's green, and just all of these different like color spaces hit you, and then in an instant you hit something like a wall, and you can't seem to like there's nothing visibly there, but there's definitely something between you and progressing further into this state. And as you stand before this empty space for a moment, you kind of look through and you see all of those colors begin to shimmer kind of in front of you, almost like a translucent, essentially wall, like a psionic kind of wall, right? On the other side, you see the armor sitting on a pedestal, kind of like over an armor rack, essentially. And it's just sitting there. And in your mind, you feel this searing hot pain start to like flood your synapses in your brain. And all you hear is, "You're going to have to try harder than that. I know you're better than that, but you're going to have to try harder. Now, put it on."
Shit, it talks.
Shit, it talks.
Put it on. I don't have all day.
I do as it's told, almost like in a haste, like a nervous idiot.
As soon as you slap on the armor, you feel almost weightless. Not from a "I'm going to float away" kind of sense, but like your footsteps don't make sound kind of sense, right? And once again, you feel that searing hot pain, and you're brought back in front of that wall again. And you see the armor on the rack on the other side. And you see it kind of flicker into existence, and you see it kind of flicker out of existence. Now, we're going to see if you are good enough for me. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to avoid being seen for the next 12 hours. If anyone on this ship sees you, hears you, or finds you, you're not worthy.
Hey, anybody seen Reese?
Do I make myself clear?
Yes.
Great. We'll talk later. And then you feel that kind of go away. You are back in the room. You're wearing the armor. You're in a dark room with your shiny scale mail.
Oh shit. God damn it. Okay. Okay. Have to really think about where I'm gonna hide. I have to play the hardest game of hide and seek. Fuck, dude. Okay. I will. First thing Reese will do is go to the door and peek out, see if he can see anybody passing by first and foremost.
Why don't you roll a perception check, sir?
That I will do. That I will do. Let's see. That is going to be a 19.
19? Okay.
Yes.
Just for fun. Okay, cool. Not a natural 20. As you come up to the door and you put your owl ear to it and you listen, you hear some footsteps coming down the hallway. So you know it would probably not be a good time to just open said door and peek out because someone is outside. And as the footsteps trail off, you creak the door open and look out, and you watch as Prazira ducks into another room and closes the door.
Okay. At that point, I will try to stealth my way to. I gotta think. Where's one place that none of these guys would go to?
Ty, I've been considering roles for people on the ship. What do you think Reese would be good at?
I don't know. I mean, he has good eyes, so maybe a
Oh.
lookout.
This is good. This is good. This is good. We should see if we can't find Reese.
Well, that's fair. Sure. Like, I mean, maybe let's give people
Such
time
an
to get
asshole.
still for a minute. Let's give some people time to relax. Because I think
Oh,
did you? So Reese, random aside, were you stealthing into the
Oh,
first mate's quarters?
that's a good question.
I was stealthing out of the first mate's quarters to. Is there a
Somewhere.
brig?
Probably not on this ship.
Okay.
Not
I
not
think-
really a ship that would be housing
They-
prisoners or things of that nature.
They give us a lead-lined room. I think that's our brig.
Probably the brig.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, because my thing was because I have a passive perception of 17, so I probably would have seen you go in there, but maybe not.
Reese, what was your total?
Total so it's not 20 plus stealth is 30.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate that.
I think he's
Yeah.
okay.
yeah. It was,
Might be.
I felt like the last time I saw him, I think he was going into the first mate's quarters, but I mean, I don't know what he was doing in there, but
Oh,
I'm gonna go to the lead line room, please.
watch rig, and then I'm gonna walk.
Oh,
off.
okay. I kind
Okay. So now we're gonna do just a little skill challenge here, shall we?
We shall.
of
I need you to roll me a dexterity check, if you would. Let's see how nimble and whatever you are, because you're pretty stealthy. But let's see how you slip away. Because
Okay. You said just straight dex.
yeah,
Okay, it's gonna be 21.
okay.
Yeah.
Noct, give me just a general perception check, if you would, please.
1 second, I'm gonna turn my light on.
Yeah, no worries.
24.
Ooh.
So I would say that Reese, you get out of the first mate's quarters and you make it just inside the doorway of the lead-lined room as Noct comes down the stairs. Noct, because his stealth was a 30, and he did roll pretty good on his dexterity check as well, I'm going to say that you basically do that whole you walk this way and he goes like this move,
Yeah.
and you just scoot out of his vision and perception. And you sneak into the lead line room. And Noct, you walk downstairs.
Yeah. Head to the captain's or first mate's quarters and
Yeah.
peek inside. Not there.
It's dark. The window is shut and it's dark as shit in here. No lamps, no candles, just dark.
Okay. So it's all black and white,
Mhm.
grayscaled.
Yep.
Okay. That's odd. Reese.
No answer.
This is moderately concerning. How long am I comfortable leaving Rig alone?
Ooh, good question.
I'm not. He's not alone. I'm there.
How long am I comfortable with?
How comfortable are you leaving Rig alone with Ty?
Yeah.
That's a really good
You
question.
feel the vessel start to curry.
Yeah. Okay. So Noct is going to kind of like scratch his head and contemplate how long this is as Like a minute goes by and he goes, you know what? I need to make a decision. This is no longer my problem. As he reaches into his pouch and pulls out a knife and cuts his hand and drips the blood onto the floor as you hear and a shadow pops up. And then I'm going to send the shadow after him. And then I'm going to go back to the deck. And you can do what you want with the shadow. Have fun.
Sounds great.
Awesome.
Can you see and hear the shadow? Like if that connection dissipates, would you know, or like?
Oh, that's true.
Good question.
I don't think I share senses with it.
Okay.
I think we can just communicate.
Okay.
Yeah, we just communicate. I do not
Okay.
share its senses.
All right. Cool.
I
All
would
right.
know. I would know if it dies or ceases to exist because the concentration would end.
Okay. All right. That's good to know.
Yeah.
All right. So, Reese, you are in the lead-lined room. There's some crates and some cabinets and some hooks on the wall. There are no windows in this room.
So it's pitch black in here.
Pitch black.
Okay.
Super dark.
How many crates are we talking here?
I would say 2 or 3 crates in one spot, 3 or 4 crates in another spot. Probably the one spot is tall enough that it would like block your height. But, I mean, the room is only 15
So-
by 15, 20 by
Yeah.
20. Not huge.
Can I investigate to maybe find where the box sit? I can squeeze myself into there and then kind of like hide in one of those, like a nook or something.
Sure. Go for it.
Ooh, that's not good. That's a 12.
Yeah, you find a like the backside of one of the boxes, and you're like, man, it takes you a solid 10 minutes of like feeling and looking around this box.
Mm-hmm.
You swear you see something pass by the door outside, so you kind of like duck around, and I'm gonna let your stealth just stick for now. And your shadow doesn't see him in there as it passes by the room and continues down the hallway. You're like, oh shit. And then you kind of look again and you're like, okay, what the fuck am I going to do with this? The box is tall enough for you to get inside of. All you have to do is pry the nails open quietly enough and slip inside with no one hearing you. Would you like to try? That'll be another dexterity check.
And the only one on the patrol is the shadow.
I mean, that you know of. You don't know.
Let's do it. I feel a little risky today. Let's try it. For all the marbles.
Here we go.
Okay. And you want straight dexterity?
Sir.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Because you're a rogue, I'll let you use your thieves' tools if you'd like.
I would love to use my thieves' tools.
And not necessarily those tools, but that skill set to help you with this.
Okay. So with dexterity, okay. And the thieves' tool just adds my proficiency, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. And then on top of that, where is it? I know I have a thing here. Limited use. Nope, that's not what I want. Um. Oh, okay. So with it, it's going to be a 16.
With it, a 16. Noct, could you please roll a perception check for your. Actually, fuck that. Does it have a passive perception?
Yeah, 10.
Reese, you think that you make as little sound as possible? And you pry open the box wide enough for you to slip yourself inside of, which is pretty wide because you're not a tiny person.
Nope. I'm pretty slender. I would say I'm really slender, but I'm really fucking tall. So I'd have
You
to
s-
snake all the way in.
You snake into said box and pull it closed and pray.
Okay. Can I ask for something? Or
By
can I
all means.
shoot an idea at you?
I mean, go.
Okay. With my training amongst many rogue communities, organizations, master, etc., would there be a way for me to slow my breathing down to then slow my heart rate so that I'm not only like when you're in a quiet room, you can hear someone breathing. Can I get that so low and so like, you know what I mean? To really just like hide the idea that there is nothing in this room whatsoever. Like if someone tried to look for me alive, quote unquote, if they got past the lead, they wouldn't technically be able. I'm not trying to stop my heart, but like, slow it to a crawl.
Are you proficient in medicine by chance?
No, but I have a +3. I'm wise.
You know, I really like creativity in my games, and this feels pretty creative.
It's
So,
okay if it's not. That's why I just
roll DC 12.
Okay.
Roll a D20 and add +3.
For the sake of it, and you may use this however you want. I'm going to state this is a sorrow shadow, which pretty much just means that whenever it gets near people, they have like a slowing aura where they lose 10 feet of movement. So if it gets near, there you go.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Despair. That's what it is.
So I got a 7 + 3 is 10, but I can use my psychic knack to add a D8 on a failed ability or tool check.
Well, that's a fail, so roll high.
Ooh, okay.
Got to roll a 3 or better.
It's actually 2 or better because it's at DC 12.
Technically, you're correct.
Okay. I got a 4, so it'd be
Okay.
14 in total.
So, to the best of your ability, you take some time and concentrate and slow it down to as slow as you possibly under your untrainedness in this particular thing, which we could work on down the road. But to the best of your ability, you feel like you've mitigated as much as you possibly can.
Now time to play the waiting game of 24
Now-
hours.
12 hours.
12
Only 12
hours.
hours.
Oh,
Only 12
God.
hours. That is hour number 1. You have 11 hours to go.
Woo!
Back upstairs we go. What's going on the deck? What are we doing up
So
here?
this has
going on
been an
with
hour
this?
now.
Mhm.
I'm a little concerned. I couldn't find Riz.
You mean Reese?
Reese. Nah, he's got the Riz. Don't worry about it.
I
Negated the-
I feel like I'm probably going to wander about during this and say, okay, is the concern simply that you can't find him?
Well, I sent a shadow after him for about an hour, and it didn't have any luck, and that's moderately concerning.
That's fair.
I think it's worth bringing up We are on an airship currently.
Yeah.
Of all of us, Reese is probably the most at home here, given he has wings. We've also been very close to each other for a lot of days now. Personally, if I could fly, I might probably just get some alone time. And on that note, can you talk less quietly? We're trying to sleep.
Less quietly?
Say less. We're sleeping in there.
I
Understood.
mean, we're a deck away. I would hope that it's not that loud.
I'm
Many
taking the
word,
bat
I
with
mean,
me.
many
I
word
could-
bat.
I take the bat and go
If-
inside.
Beautiful.
So if I get what Graham is saying, and I am going to talk, and I'm actually going to intentionally talk a little louder than I was earlier.
Not will raise an eyebrow at that.
Don't just shut up. I get what Graham is saying. I think perhaps Reese is taking some time to himself. Worst case scenario, I could talk to him.
You'd have to find him
Sending.
to talk to him.
Nope. Sending.
Oh.
Ooh. Big
Oh.
balls. Got it.
But
Ah.
Oh, hashtag private chat. Oh, I love it.
So I think if we need him, we can I can reach out. But I don't think.
It's only been an hour.
Yeah, it's only been an hour. We should be fine.
Wait until we get to 8.
I mean, technically, if it was like 7 in the morning, he has 12 hours. It's not until 7 at night that he would be free, and I technically know exactly what time it is. Ah, keen mind.
Rahaha. Muhahaha.
I know.
Look,
everything.
I will
Hey,
keep.
Rig.
Mm.
While you're kind of listening to this conversation, you're just kind of, staring up at the clouds and making some corrections as you're told or as you wish.
you're kind of staring up at the clouds, and every once in a while, Nox's hand will kind of reach over and correct.
You see kind of like ahead and kind of up and to the right a little bit. You see 3 clouds, and they are perfect circles with a hole right in the middle of them.
Oh, we have
All
to go
kind
through
of
it.
there, and there.
Do it.
We get a power up, a hyper ring.
Oh yeah. So there's that little console that like juts out to the right. And Noct will kind of like touch this like lever that has like a red handle on it, and then he'll move away and just kind of look at you.
And
Go.
then the ship kind of jolts a little bit and goes like banks really hard, and Rig's like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. And then you go through the first one. Rig, the other one is kind of like down and to the right, but you gotta get it, man, or you're not going through.
What is going
I'm
on?
holding the railing.
We need to make some kind of check.
As
Absolutely.
Distance by Cake plays in the background.
For that addition, make a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Me?
Yeah, go for it. You're the one driving.
Make a dex save.
with advantage.
Make a dex check with advantage, or you can make an intelligence check with advantage. I'll give you either one.
I hate all of this.
I know you do.
How do you not have good dex? You're a kobold.
He's a
It's
paladin.
It's a +2. Yeah, I'm a cleric.
Cleric.
Not an athletics check, but a dex check.
Come on.
You got this.
If I were near you, I would give you guidance, but I'm now across the boat.
Did you say hold on? Because I'm
Just
holding.
Just yell guidance.
No, I said go for it.
It's
Oh.
not like it requires touch, right?
It actually does.
It does.
So, how does a 13 sound?
Sounds marvelous. You just barely get the boat flipped over into an almost half barrel roll, and you dive it down through the ring. Now, make another one to turn the boat around and get up and over the last one.
I'm going to
This
assume
also with
Garth-
advantage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't even
of
roll the
course.
advantage.
Oh, of course.
I'm going to assume Garn is awake at this point.
19.
You,
The bat just flutters out.
with expert, knocked, you're so proud. On that return move with expert navigation, he flips it the other way and up, over, through, and then back to smooth sailing again. And all you hear from down below is smash, clang, as your hammer hits the roof of the boat right below them, because you're in the room below them. and
Could you make
falls back
less
on the ground.
noise?
As you are now
Last
ass over tea kettle out of your bed onto the floor. All right. Great job. That's hour 2, by the way. Moving into hour number 3, Reese, can you roll me another stealth check?
Oh yeah.
We're going to do every 3-hour stealth checks.
Mm.
Only 3 more to go. Oh, thank God. 28.
The day continues. You're moving closer to lunchtime at this time. The sky is still beautiful blue around you. There's birds floating through the air, kind of more below you, really, than kind of up here where you currently are after your acrobatic fucking, maneuvers. What was that Super Nintendo game that Fox something?
Star Fox?
Star Fox?
That's
Fox.
it. You just
Yeah.
Star Foxed your ass through this.
Oh God. I'm gonna go check on Graham Garn because I'm assuming he's fucked right now.
After I yelled, could he make less noise?
Yeah, I just sort
He's
of
probably
make
pissed.
my way down under the deck, and also I think it'll be safer here.
I
possible.
am rummaging through, scouring the ship. I could not care less about where Reese is because I just don't feel like nothing is we just got away from a city that would when shit's going wrong, we know when shit's going wrong. He
Right.
can fly.
That's
So
pretty
in
fair.
my mind, he flew somewhere. I want food. I want food real bad. It's lunchtime. I want food. So I'm going to find some freaking food on this boat and make everybody lunch.
Watch out.
I wanted to say must construct additional pylons, and that was StarCraft, not Starbox.
It is no way.
You make your way to the galley, and it's pretty easy to find food. It's a fairly stocked kitchen, and you can pretty much whatever you would like that you would find on a faring vessel, you find meats, cheese, bread, dried grains and things like that to make porridge and shit like that.
Yeah,
Apple,
I'm gonna
a barrel of oranges and shit like that.
I think I'm gonna probably just start preparing a lunch for everybody. I will probably, while we're hanging out down there, just ask, hey Hammer, I know we've been a little cooped up in here. I'm gonna toss you over the side and you can like do some loops around. I don't know if like you need to be walked or
Look,
just try
look,
to.
look. I'm not. Look, I'm not a fucking dog. Okay.
Okay, I just try to be
Like,
respectful.
I mean, that was like borderline passive aggressive.
No, it's
just
a whole new
little.
part of you. I'm just learning how to live with this whole new
Are
part
you
of you.
sure? Are you sure? Are you
Yes.
sure?
I'm fairly certain. Are you sure?
Number one, do I like to be thrown? Obviously, yes.
Right.
Do I need to do I have to have that? Oh.
Okay, well now I know.
Do I enjoy it? Yeah. 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 So yeah, why don't every day you just throw me at something?
Got it. I chunked the hammer somewhere.
Roll
there a
for
window?
damage. Roll
Is
for
there a
damage.
window somewhere.
Roll for damage. This is gonna be
What's my plus on that? Am I rolling to hit or? Oh wait, for rolling for damage. That's the wrong dice. Hey, 10.
you as you're focusing on preparing a meal and kind of arguing, you just take it and like kind of backhand throw it at the wall.
Yep.
And you hear this loud crack as you just kind of look over your shoulder and hammer is sticking halfway out of the ship now. And then it pops back through into your hand.
Welcome back. I continue cooking.
You now have a small hammer-sized hole in the side of the ship.
The breeze is actually really quite refreshing. It was getting a little stuffy in
It
here
is
with the cooking.
definitely flowing in now.
Yeah, it's nice.
It's gonna get way worse.
Thank you, Amber.
Fair. You finish preparing the meal. We scoot into hour number 4.
What's the sun looking like? Where are we at in the day?
You're just past lunchtime right now. So probably one-ish. Ty would be like, oh, it's 1:11 p.m.
Yeah, 111. 111.
All the ones.
Do you think Graham is gonna bring up what constitutes a meal here?
I mean, I smell cooking, and I know where the 3 of us are.
Middle of this conversation, I walk up with like a small army's worth of food platters.
He
Wow.
immediately takes his hands off the wheels of his food.
As soon
I wa-
as soon as the food came up, Noct had already reached over. He knew it was coming.
Notably, I specifically did not bring up like this is a merchant vessel. There would have been like nice presentation diningware, I imagined, and shit down there. No, I probably just grabbed like scraps of things to make like wooden platters to bring shit up on.
No,
So we can focus on the food.
Yeah,
I just wanted to focus on the food.
not shiny.
I-
It's not shiny.
Right.
Also, I will be honest with you all. As Noct kind of like flips a switch on the right hand side and then lets go of the wheel, we're heading in one direction, and then he'll walk off to get food.
It's
In my
trim-
mind,
trimmed out.
the airplane, the autopilot inflating just happened.
It's the
It's
Men
the guy
in
from
Black
Airplane.
one. It's
Oh
the,
yeah.
the fucking Men in Black where the guy just pops.
Oh my god. That's hilarious. So you pass the food around and everybody has a good meal. You guys share a conversation.
Mhm.
Somebody roll me a d6, please.
Gotcha.
All
6.
right. 6. as you just begin to finish your meal, you all kind of just hear this loud clap of thunder. You kind of like over the edge of the boat, and in the distance, in the direction that you guys are going, it's just fucking pitch black storm clouds, like anvil style cumulonimbus, just angry, angry, angry torrential downpours are in your near future.
Okay, so that's the thing.
Yes.
It's a storm. It's bad for an airship, right? I would assume you would know that.
It's not good for an airship, but that's not
Yeah.
a terribly awful storm. Does it look like an awful storm to you?
I will look at it. Does it look like a bad storm?
In Ty's mind, it looks like a shitty storm.
Yeah, it's a shit storm.
So, not a question, completely irrelevant. You did some repair. Were there any nails, perhaps, or light building
I
materials?
fucking hope so.
Okay, great. Could you tell me where you left the spares of those for no reason?
What did you
Rick
do?
not worried about storms.
Nothing. I just want to prepare if we're going into a storm. I take one of
Right.
the wooden platters and scoot all of the food off of it.
There's
So the nails.
there's a storage compartment next to the crew quarters, and it heads down. There's a storage in there. Check the
Great.
the
Thank
back
you.
corner.
I'm going to go take another nap before the storm just so I can be fresh. And I'm going to scamper off down to repair the hole inside of the ship.
Would you like to insight him, or are you gonna let him go?
No,
I
he's-
totally
he's okay.
will. Fuck
Um,
that.
on your way, if you would be so kind as to keep a lookout for Riz.
Absolutely.
Insight 25.
Ooh, I mean, you've got a shot. You can throw a deception if you want. That's up to you, brother.
Garn.
No,
You would
I'm
have
not
to
even going to
deceive.
try to deceive.
Okay.
Like, if somebody were to ask me a question, I'll fucking own up to it. But, like, I'm just going to go handle this.
What? Oh, he did something bad. I will just say that. As
No,
a
everything's
word.
fine.
No, you're lying.
I just
You
have to
said-
clean
you
up
s-
from cooking.
This is out loud.
I said that out loud. Yeah, it's fine. Anyway,
I also replied out loud, shouting
Yeah.
from down the
What if-
galleyway.
Whatever you
Everything's
did,
fine.
whatever you did,
it's really bad.
fix it right. Please.
I have a hammer.
I will
have
walk.
magic.
I will run to you, and here, guidance. You have a minute. Go.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go nail the wall.
He did say we've been alone. We're together
I
for
mean,
a long time.
fair.
I
That's
mean,
very true. Oh God.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I put a glory hole on the side of the ship.
For the fucking harpies? Like, what are you doing?
Oh no, it gets lonely out here. Okay. Maybe I didn't. I thought that there was wall on the other side of that. I thought that was another stall, and it wasn't.
Wow.
look, don't be bashing on the harpy love, okay? You know, harpy's got to
Wow.
get some too.
Not even in harpy territory. What are you doing?
I don't know where we are.
Maybe he's preparing
Wow.
for the future.
Right.
Wow.
Shit.
Thinking ahead.
Anyway,
Awesome. So there's a storm coming. We should probably prepare the ship or do something. Do you know what to do?
yes,
Rick isn't worried.
In
we're gonna go
Oh,
straight through it.
Yeah.
That is a
We'll be fine.
mild storm at best.
so,
Worth noting, out of character, I landed here through a storm.
oh, that's actually
Sorry, what
fair.
was that? What was that?
Said worth noting, I landed here in a storm by driving a boat through a storm. That's what we're
That's fucking super true. That's super. I didn't even think about that. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, you know what?
Yeah.
Perfect.
doing. I got hella
Okay.
experience.
So,
You got about 30 minutes before you hit that wall of shit.
I will. I'm trying to think if there's any way I would have any inkling of knowledge on how to prepare an airship for us going through a storm.
I mean, you look to your left and you see Noct and Rig.
Yeah, what the fuck is Rig doing? So as you look over at Noct, he'll be like fiddling with some of the dials. He'll be like looking at some of the sails that are up, and then kind of like looking back at the dials and messing with things. What is Rig up to?
1 second, I'm clearing that dragon.
Okay. Hold on, I'm reading. All right. As soon as he reads that. All right. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Sure. I don't know what you're going to do with it, but yeah, go for it.
Oh God.
All right, plan
I
in
love it.
motion.
Make it so, Captain.
Oh, we have to
What are
get
we
through the
doing?
storm first.
Second mate. As you approach, you watch Rig just like start to get this, not like overly giddy, but just like you see his like, he just
Gleam.
gleam and then the eyes start to dilate a little bit and he's just kind of looking up with a big smile starts to spread across his face. And I'll go ahead and open that door now.
What's going on?
You did you have a question, Ty?
Yes. What are we doing?
Is lightning starting to swirl overhead? Are we like in the heart of it?
Not yet. We're getting there.
You're just piercing the veil.
No.
We got to give
Uh,
a little bit to build some tension.
Well,
Yeah.
typically when you go into a storm, you would coat the ship to help with any lightning that may or may not strike or anything else. You would pull the sails in, which we have not, and you would set the engine, which we
Okay.
have.
So would you like me to pull the sails? Is that something you would need me to do? I would like guidance in order to know what to do to save us from the storm, as I have never done this before.
You can feel free. As I said, it's a mild storm at best.
Rig is not concerned at all about the shape
And
of the ship.
Ty,
I love how everyone is fucking calm on a ship in the air.
We're basically
that-
all gaslighting you this entire time.
Right?
Tyler. All of us are like, dude, chill the f out. I'm just sitting here eating and
Everything's
arguing with the
fine.
hammer.
It's a
Knock
mild
and Rig are
storm
good.
at
You're
best.
running around giving us guidance like something's wrong. Like,
Everything's fine here. We're just fucking driving a storm of a ship of wood and
why don't
metal.
you come take some deep breaths at the glory hole before I close it up?
Maybe a harpy will help you out. You know.
Recenter
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah. Maybe if you put your face up to the hole and just go,
Yeah, might feel, yeah, that might be something. Oh, okay, fine. I will go take care of the sails, since that seems to be something that should be done at this point.
Just
Tie?
pull the line and then tie it to the mast.
Yeah.
have you ever taken care of a
Fuck.
sail before?
No.
That's exactly what Noct says too. He just says, "Pull the line and tie it to the mast." That's all you get. Have fun, motherfucker.
Just fold it in.
Yeah.
You say
Awesome.
fold in that sail one more time.
Doc,
What's up?
I would. What kind of check would you like Mr. Ty to roll there? Because
I
he's
would-
at your direction.
I think it's either intelligence or strength, right? Like either he's forcing his way through the problem or he's thinking his way around it.
Pick one, Ty, and roll for me, please.
Intelligence, because that's a little better.
Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That's the one.
Nice.
That's the one,
Hey,
y'all.
hey, Rig.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Rig. As you watch Ty kind of toddle down and go over to trying to pull the mast or trying to pull the sail in, he's hand over hand trying to pull and trying to pull and trying to pull. But what he doesn't realize is he forgot to flip the thing that moves the pulley around to retract the sail. He's actually letting the sail out wider. And as you're doing this, you're looking at it going, why is the sail going out that way?
Yeah.
At that moment, Rig, your show begins as a large arcing bolt of lightning comes striking out of the sky and whizzes right past the edge of the boat.
Oh boy.
Noct is not phased. As a side note,
Rig is going to
0 fucks.
scurry up to like the crow's nest of the ship, whatever the highest point is. And he's gonna take Rax and start like waggling it in the air like a makeshift lightning rod. And I'm going to use lightning lower to turn myself into a human lightning rod or a kobold lightning rod. And just
yeah.
try to direct energy through the ship instead of at the ship.
Can I? Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to probably get close to Rig. I'm trying to see how long does
Typically about 6 inches.
the Glorio's already closed. We're past it.
So
Absorb elements is a reaction, so can I essentially just prepare and hang out Thor style with the hammer as a lightning rod as needed toward the top of the ship and absorb elements if possible?
Sure, why not?
Like, I don't want to. It's gonna suck, but
So,
I would
Rig,
like
as
to-
you're
I'd like to flavor this shenanigans with my consuming fervor, which usually allows me to max out lightning damage, but I'm hoping I can use it in the same way to kind of nullify it, where I'm just holding on to all of the power, the maximum
That's
amount of power.
terrifying.
I would like you to think of a mix between the largest, brightest bolt of purple blue lightning you all have ever seen in your entire life, mixed with the flavor of Crossing the Streams in Ghostbusters,
Nice.
culminating at the top of the ship and just crashing in all of these fingers and tendrils of electricity into Rax all at one time. And when it hits, there's just this shower of sparks and light energy that just erupts out of the top of the axe, and you watch as like Rax's eyes are like as wide as fucking saucers, and he's like,
I have the power.
as
God.
Ty is struggling, and with just Ty in range of like hearing, typical storm.
Ty, it's at this moment that you figured what you fucked up, and you start reversing what you did, and you start pulling the sail in as fast as you possibly can.
I
You
thought you
just
were about
look
to
up-
say, Ty, it's at this moment that you snap. It's like typical Storm. That's what pushes Ty over the edge. He's done.
We're about there.
He's done.
So, Ty, as
Guiding
you're-
bolt at everybody. Just kidding. No.
you get a guiding bolt. You get a guiding.
Shield.
Anyway, but
Ty, as you finish, tying off and finishing your task finally, Rig, you hear this like
Nice.
that. You hear that,
yeah.
and as that sound echoes through your head, you just hear the gleeful giggle of Rax in the background. Yes. I always knew that we were going to do fun things. Oh, I feel invigorated. Rex, For your next melee attack, if you happen to do melee attacks, do you do melee attacks with?
Mostly. Yes.
Okay. Your next melee attack, you can add 1d12 lightning damage,
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
and we'll discuss further from there.
Nice. Yeah, that would have been better.
So that's a new addition for Rex at this point is 1d12 lightning damage on all melee attacks.
Nice.
All right, so you're up there doing your fucking Eye of the Storm, Kamasei stuff. Just fucking getting it up there. Noct is just like finger
Yeah.
driving.
I'm gonna
Basically fighting off lightning like
Right.
I'm gonna do my I'm gonna do my best to maneuver through the storm as like a good driver.
what?
Well, we don't really have vehicle checks here, so just why don't you give me an intelligence check, I suppose.
Probably with advantage because I have proficiency, right?
I mean, I would imagine so.
Oh, it's a nat 20 on the first roll.
Woo!
25.
Okay, cool. There's that. Okay, you pilot the ship with one finger, as we discussed, completely knocked-faced, oblivious to the fucking like god of lightning above, deflecting all of the lightning bolts like it is a normal sunny day, or starry night.
Ty, I retract my previous statement. Not a mild storm, rather tame.
You can't hear Ty's thoughts. Let's just say that.
Hey, Reese, roll me a stealth check. Hour 6 and 7 are upon us.
$25.
25, all right. As the storm begins to fade, your ship flows out the other side of this large thunderstorm.
Quickly, Ty, furl the sails.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Getting spicy on this deck up here. Oh, the looks. This is so good. I needed D&D in my life tonight, so thank you all for showing up and doing exactly what was needed. This is
Tell
perfect.
me about it, man. Holy shit.
So the sails get unfurled and set. Noct is back
You're
to
welcome.
driving. Rig, do you stay in the crow's nest even though the lightning is now subsided, or what does Rig and Rax do?
If the lightning has subsided, it'll probably crawl back down. But basically, I'm just gonna be like hopping around the deck with my extra sparky axe. Like, look, so shiny, so pretty.
And you guys will notice that every once in a while you see like a little like jumping sparks amongst the axe because it's kind of like a, I don't know, it's a jagged piece essentially.
Wow.
You see little.
So
You did not see that before.
So
Yeah.
with that, does that mean everything that he touches that's metal is gonna have static electricity?
Yeah,
I love
I
it.
mean, fair.
Comes and pokes you, just a little zap.
Tink. I'm not touching.
Uh-oh. What's going to happen when you touch water next?
Oh, God.
Woo, that's going to be fun.
Oh God.
All right. So as the echoes of the thunder kind of leave behind you, you guys sail off into the late afternoon sun. the waning portion of this day is upon you. We now enter into hours 10 and 11. What would you like to
So-
do with your late afternoon and evening?
Has anyone seen Riz? We're just going with Riz at this point.
I have not.
We just came through a storm, so I believe the flying point is moot.
Correct.
So he's just been missing.
Rig sure Reese around here somewhere.
The ship's
would-
not that big.
I would like to talk about roles and what we're doing and where we're going.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. As I said, if I have to, I can reach out. And if we are concerned, I'm happy to expend the slot to do this.
Well, you're soon to sleep, yes?
Well,
Just after lunch.
it's been. a
No,
few hours.
you're late evening now.
All right.
Yeah.
We're kind of. I'm slightly pushing this forward.
Yeah, so it's like evening. It's darker now. It's evening. Yeah, it's been all day. He has been gone all day, and into the evening. So, okay. Well, let me think on this. Let's see. Familiar, speaker heals message from the fire. Matches its hunger if it knows you and can answer in a like manner immediately. Telling its creatures intelligence or mind to understand the meaning of the message. You can send the message across any distance, even to other planes of existence. But if the target is on a different plane than you, they have a 5% chance that it won't arrive. But we know, we metagame know where he is.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I will cast sending.
And what do you say in your sending spell?
It's a good question. Here we go. Reese, we're wondering where you are. It's been several hours since we last saw you. Status? Are you okay?
So quick question. Reese is in the lead-lined room, right?
Yeah.
Also, isn't sending one way?
Nope, it
No.
can run back.
Oh, okay.
Reply to it.
Message is one way.
Oh, yeah.
Message is technically two ways too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm
But it's not as good.
Yeah, message is you have to be
It is.
within a certain range.
You have to
But
be within a
sending
certain
is-
range.
Sending is unlimited.
Ty, you've only done this spell maybe a few times. Okay,
Right.
not a whole lot.
Mhm.
Whenever you do sending, you typically feel some sort of level of connection when you send it. You don't necessarily get a lot until they reply, but you at least feel some form of like connecting point when you send to someone who's around. You do not get that connection point.
All right, way to beat. Oh dear.
Crickets.
Oh dear. As in
There
the
is
animal.
no. There is no connection.
To the
He did not
deer?
respond.
Did you
To
try
Reese.
resetting? Did you try resetting your router?
Should I
Maybe
like
plug it in.
Control Alt Delete like Task Manager? Just anyway.
Mhm.
No. I didn't sense him, and he hasn't responded. So, that usually means they're. I don't know what that would mean. Well, there's a few things it could mean, and I don't want to get to the worst case scenario yet. I'm trying not to get to the worst case scenario yet, but when there's no connection whatsoever, that could potentially mean they are not alive. Yeah.
Oh, I think just like that,
I think he froze.
his internet or power probably just went out.
Yeah.
Oh no, not.
And of always, hold on.
You know, it's so beautiful. I'm just gonna take a picture of it, just like
Yeah,
this.
please.
Yep, got that right there.
Me too. Me too.
So Ty, you don't connect to Reese. Okay.
Yeah.
Noct would say, or they're in a box somewhere, I'm sure.
Something
What now?
along the lines of we should probably find him, and that's
Yeah, we should-
concerning. That's concerning.
Yeah. We should look. We should check the ship, if nothing else. There he goes. Oh.
right. So let's do this. We are moving in to hour number 12.
Ah.
Reese, roll one last stealth check.
Our highest passive perception is 17, right?
I believe so.
And it's
Possibly.
Ty. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's 16.
27.
Noct is pretty high. I don't know what it is, but it's
No, but he knows about the lead room and how it works because he told Priz to go like
yeah,
hide
yeah.
from
No, you're not.
from
You're not
there.
wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Very true.
So
reasonably be like, we should check that.
here's what we're going to do.
Rick does
We're
not.
going to autopilot the boat,
Uh-huh.
and we're going to do a group investigation check.
Awesome.
I would like each of you to roll an investigation roll.
I am no help.
I'm going to use guidance. Add a D4.
And I'm going to look at his page. And we're going to see what his shit is. Knocked you.
7.
Nice. Nice.
I am eating. I don't care.
You're grouchy, grumpy, there's holes, you're
They
wet.
made me close the fucking glory hole. I'm eating.
He got a 17.
I'm going to take a picture.
I'll let him roll then. Oh no. Oh no, Reese. Oh no.
If I can get this thing to do. Oh, I have to do the picture first.
Oh, fuck. Is it a natural 20?
What?
You'll see in a second if I can get
Oh
it to.
no.
Come on. Are you gonna? Of course, you're not going to. Well, let's see if the flash helps.
You find me, I pop out of the box, I stab you in the neck. You technically didn't find me.
Nope, that didn't work.
I'm gonna blind your ass.
Okay, so that did not work.
Is it a natural
But
20? If it
It
is,
is a
I'm
nat. It is a natural 20
4.
plus 4 from guidance. So I got the
Okay.
max on guidance and the max on the D20.
Okay.
My investigation is plus 3.
Damn! Okay,
Total
You
is
tied the
27.
DC.
I've been
My
fought.
total is 27.
I guess I do have to murder you.
Okay. Okay.
It's not murder because you wouldn't know it was.
What's murder between friends?
I'm gonna cutting to Reese. All right, Reese, you are in the box. You are slow breathing. You are damn near in essentially trance, right?
Yeah.
You're standing in front of this translucent psionic wall, and you can feel like you are getting so close to this being over. And you've got your hands pressed up against this wall, and you're just like concentrating. Seconds, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and as you get to 1, you hear the wood snap behind you as the box begins to get pried open. I'm going to give you one opportunity in this moment to RP to me what you would do to break through this wall in this moment.
Me? Or
No.
oh, okay.
I knowingly I'm like semi-conscious, so I know what's about to happen. I can come to the conclusion that my hiding place has been found. I have been compromised.
Okay.
So with that, I guess like even if it burns me out and I'm out for like the next 2 days, and this is what's like going through Reese's mind's like a number of days, like the mental exhaustion that I'm going to force myself to go through, I'm just gonna focus as much, literally siphoning all my mental fortitude and psionic power to just like double grip my like dagger or like my soul knives, and I'm just gonna try to just pierce it. And it's the irony of like how rogues are supposed to be very nimble, very dexterous, and find crafty ways. I am ditching that mantra whatsoever because in this moment in time, Reese's one objective is to get through that wall. He is going to cut his way through, even if the armor wills it not to be. He is going to find some way to do so, and he's just going to be slamming that psionic knife through until he either is found by Ty or he gets through.
In this moment, as you form your soul knives and you bring them to bear over your head and you lunge forward to try to stab through this, psionic force that is holding you back, I just want you to take your D20 and give it a roll. No modifiers.
I got a natural 20. I'm not even bullshitting you, not even lying through my teeth. I swear on my grandfather's grave, I have a 20 on my die right now.
So here's what happens. As you strike the wall, there is this emanation of psionic force that comes off of the armor that you're wearing. Ty, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Sure. $20, non-natural.
Okay. You're not sure what the fuck just happened, but you, like, in a split second, your medallion like flashes warm, and as you look down at it, this piece of board goes screaming past the top of your head and into the wall of the ship on the other side as the box explodes around Ty or around Reese. and when you turn back, you see Reese sitting like perfectly cross-legged, barely breathing, wearing the set of armor that you guys had taken. And Reese, you kind of come to and you look up at Ty, and then you just collapse to the floor.
Oh no. Oh dear. What is going on? I will go to him and try to figure out what's going on. Like, oh gosh, because if you're slow through, I want to do a medicine check. I want to do a medicine check. Yeah, I'll do a medicine check.
Go for it.
Really die right now. That was another 1 for a total of 5.
I'm
He's
fucking
dying! You've got to be kidding me. Oh
Wow.
god.
All of the gaslighting today has left you like super on edge. So the investigation was like precise because you're so fucking over the gaslighting
Yes.
that now you just don't even care about health anymore.
Oh my god.
You're not sure what's going on, but his breathing is incredibly shallow, and he is unconscious on the floor.
Well, I will throw a quick cantrip into him. I'll do spare the dying. So, boom, you won't die. That's good. And I'm not that strong, but
You can drag
guys,
and pull double your weight.
guys, and I'll just like try to like lift and slowly drag him
And
out
you
of
all like see Ty like pulling Reese up out of this box or out of the shell of a box, and he is like just like
yeah.
I'm noodling right now. I'm straight.
he's
noodle.
out of it.
I'm a noodle bird.
Yeah. He's
Do I
not
still have a. No, I used that healing potion I bought, didn't
I mean, I could
I?
try.
No, I have one.
Wait, just healing word. I'll just do a quick healing
Okay.
word because if he wakes up,
All right, go ahead and
First
roll
level.
your healing.
that's 7 points of healing.
Reese, as he channels the healing word into you, your head kind of lifts up, but it feels like it is the weight of 1,000 bricks. It is so heavy, and your eyes just kind of like do that like really lazy lagging opening. You're like, oh shit, and everyone is around you.
I would have like audibly gasped too, as my lungs can finally take a full breath. And like you said, I like dazedly. My eyes are kind of spinning, literally. And I go, I hate you guys. I almost didn't make it.
Where have you? What is? I have so many questions, but are you okay?
I'm better. Okay. I have fucking armor. I need a nap, and I need lunch.
I
Can I
just
get a
drop.
shit.
Can I get a beer?
I just drop you. Like, okay,
Sunk.
okay, I'm good.
I pick you up and take you to the galley.
Get him some food. I'm done. I'm
I
out.
pick you up and take you to the galley and get you a beer and a meal.
I am the fuck out of here. Ty's
Yeah.
like, fuck this. You all
I'm like,
suck.
I'm going to bed, and I don't. I go to like a room, and I'm like, I'm done. I'm just like, you guys have a good rest of your night. I'm going to bed.
It's only 7 o'clock.
No, it is. Well, actually, it kind of is
7 p.m.
7. Yeah.
So as Rig and Noct are now back on the deck, kind of navigating the ship. So Somebody roll me another d6, please.
I won't do it this time. Someone else.
I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 2.
You choose. on the roll.
Rock, paper, scissors.
One.
One.
Two. Oh,
There you go.
Are we doing shoot or?
yeah. We'll do
Now,
that.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
All right.
Oh wait.
1, 2, 3, shoot. What do you got? Paper?
Yeah, I got paper.
All right. Rig, your roll. What'd you roll?
It was a 2.
2? Okay.
It was no bad.
The evening, the sky is completely blocked out. It's cloudy. There is no rain. There is no rain, and Noct is back. Beautiful.
I did it.
He got his armor by the skin of his teeth.
Almost killed Ty too.
Almost as well.
I was
Perfect.
close to finding you, huh?
Almost, like so close. So close. So you and Rig are on the deck steering the ship. It's nighttime now. The clouds are back, but it's not raining and it's not intense. It's just kind of like a nice thin layer of cloud. Unless there is something you guys would like to do, we'll go ahead and go to you bedtime for you guys. But please, if there's something you want to do, just go ahead and let me know what it is.
Betty bye.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I think Reese is not after the beer, after a plate of food, just sleeping on the table at this point, not even making it to the room.
Totally fair. Totally fair. Okay. As you guys drift off to sleep, the quiet whistling of the wind going past the sails and the wood on the deck kind of lulls you off into a night slumber, and you all get a long rest. So if you've used your spell slots, lost any health, you now regain. However, Reese Kingsfoot, you will take a point.
I'll take a what?
Point
Point
of
of
exhaustion.
Oh boy.
Damn.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's really tough, but it is what it is.
Suck.
Sure is. Sure is. Pause and Chris comes back, lady.
Didn't we jokingly talk about coming up with a system for points of depression instead of points of exhaustion?
I think we did and we never did it, so we ought to do that.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Sounds perfect. All right. The sun rises. The clouds have kind of subsided. It's more of a partly cloudy morning. It's a little cool, but not terrible here in the upper portion of the atmosphere where you guys are flying around. Noct, roll me a perception check, please.
19.
Cool. All right. As the airship begins its descent through the clouds, the soft breeze picks up. A rather humid feeling now hits your face as opposed to the cool. The view before you is impossibly green. Forests rise to meet the sky as if to connect themselves to it. Vines are hanging from the trees like weighted chains draped amongst them like shackles of ancient past. The smells of damp moss and foliage pierce your nose as an incredibly vast jungle scape lays out before you. Nestled in between mountains on the coast side, which if you look way out into the distance, you can start to see a vast coastline with waves. You can't really see the waves, but you see water and a coastline. And there's now mountains along the portion of it that's not further to the north.
Yeah.
And on the side that you're on currently, it's just a vast wasteland of like desert and nothing, literally nothing. It looks like this place hasn't been disturbed in many years, the current place in which you're descending. There are all manner of flying birds over the jungle. you can hear different calls through the canopy and through the skyline. There are calls of unknown wild beasts or monstrosities echoing. It's almost a little unnerving. In the distance, you notice a cracked and jagged-looking spire. It's obsidian in color, and it stands out like a lightning rod with the entirety of the jungle. But you don't see anywhere even remotely close to it that is not just grown over, just locked in place canopy. So there would be no place for you to land that ship anywhere to that. However, Noct, I'm going to glance down to your left, and you see a small clearing, and it comes into view not too far from where you are. And as you slowly start to drift over the canopy, you don't see any other openings in the foliage anywhere except for this one place. And it is large enough to land the airship.
How do we feel about the one landing point?
Looks lovely.
I mean, I think it's the only option we have.
There are always more options.
That wouldn't damage the ship.
Why walk anywhere when you can fly?
What if you drop us off
I was
and
going to
you
say,
go park
you know
the car?
what we could do?
And Rig was never heard from again.
Fucking Sparta kick his ass off a boat.
Noct, it is worth noting that you looked below and you do see some broken, old wooden buildings, like an encampment of some kind. So there was some form of civilization here at some point, but currently it's very dilapidated and grown over and torn down.
Okay. Do I get a feeling of how long it's been since this place was not dilapidated? Like, does it look like it was attacked, or does it look like old age?
It
Is
looks
there stone?
There is not really stone buildings.
I go back to the galley.
It's more like wood.
Next to the glory hole.
You'd have to get closer to inspect that kind of stuff from up here. But it looks to you where you are like age. But
Okay.
you'd have to get closer to discern, much more about that.
Yeah, so let's head down and we'll kind of like park the ship up and throw down whatever ladder. Because I imagine docking a ship in like an airship in this is just it fucking floats, right?
Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Dope.
Lock it in place. Knocked.
Yeah.
We'll hope it doesn't float away.
Click, click, click.
Get a club and just
Oh yes, the parking thing. Perfect. No one's gonna steal our ship now.
Put a boot on this motherfucker.
there we go.
Put a boot on this bitch. That
There
is
we
right.
go.
Okay, so you guys throw the ladder over and you disembark into this space.
Do I get the vibe that it is how do I feel now that I'm closer?
When your feet touch the soil, you get a mixture of this is really old and this was probably fucked up at some point.
That's
Not
dope.
sure when.
Hey, Riz,
Okay.
can
Yes.
you carry me?
I mean, I usually do, but I mean, I don't know what that has to apply to right now.
All right, I'm gonna get back up on the ship, and we're gonna pump that bitch up into the air, and we're gonna leave it floating higher in the air, out of like fireball range, let's say, and then I'm gonna have Reese fly me back down.
Oh, you mean that carry? Yeah, I can carry you down.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's that was smart. That was smart. Good on you. What would you like to do in said ramshackle clearing encampment?
I'm definitely looking around and seeing if there's anything of interest. I know we saw the spire before on our way here, but
Spire,
is
yeah.
this in close proximity, or are we close?
Proximity wise, you're guessing several miles.
Mm,
Several.
mm. Yeah. So what do we want to, so is this where the feather guided us to be?
Well, considering that when you popped out of the clouds earlier, you were over a desert / wasteland and there was nothing. Now you found a jungle with a spire sticking out of it that is not like anything else around it. Wheels starting to turn, probably so.
One could conclude.
Can I make an investigation check? Just a general investigation check around the.
You
range here?
absolutely may do that. You may absolutely do that.
Hey Ty, how you feeling?
Guidance?
Thank you. That is good. That's gonna be a 24.
Okay. So you take a little bit of time and you get a lay of the land. This clearing is approximately, let's call it 1/4 to half the size of the village of Key. So like pretty decent size, several hundred yards in any direction. You find broken down small like cottages and things like that. You peer inside and it's grown up vines and shit inside. You see old tableware. You see remnants of furniture, old tattered clothing that's literally almost evaporated to the wills of time. After a little while, you come across this one particular house that seems to be in slightly better repair than the other.
Mm-hmm.
And you poke inside, and right near the what you would assume to be kind of like a fireplace, you see a pile of bones. Humanoid. And they're kind of like outstretched, like they were reaching for something.
Can I follow what they're reaching for?
Sure. As you kind of look past, there's like a kind of like a half broken shelf next to the fire. And this shelf had a false like front to it, and you can see that there's like a cubby behind it.
Yeah,
You
let's
just
check-
see this you just see this little glint coming from behind there.
Let's check that shit out.
Okay, you pry it open, and there is a little stone laying in there.
Mage hand.
Mage hand picks the stone up, and nothing happens, and it floats over to you in front of you.
I'm gonna look at the stone. How do I feel about the stone?
You currently don't get any vibes off of it right now.
Looks like a fucking stone.
It looks like a kind of a cool looking quartz rock, essentially.
Okay. I'm gonna take it from the mage hand. I'm gonna walk back outside. I got a stone.
That's great.
I spent probably 15, 20 minutes investigating, and I found a stone.
Hmm.
So that is
you-
what is of interest here.
Yeah.
Is it just
It's like a little quartz rock.
Yeah.
okay?
You know, like center your chakras. You're fine.
Mm-hmm.
I will
Anyways.
name him Rocky, and
Rocky.
he will be the next pet of the party. That's what we're doing.
Love it. Love it. The ending portion of your investigation, you look kind of to the what Ty directs you to the northwest of the encampment,
Mhm.
and you see what looks like a spot in the forest that should be more filled in than it is. And then you kind of turn to the right and you see another spot where it should be more filled in than it is. And you surmise that those are probably some kind of paths that lead away from this space. And that is in the somewhat general direction of the spire.
We have options,
Mhm. Northwest or north.
or straight,
2 paths, not 3.
or straight, and we just barrel through the forest.
You know what? Be my guest. Be my guest.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's something. I mean, I'm going to. So they're both kind of in the general direction that we know of the spire to be.
That's correct.
Yeah. So
Ty's giving this a lot of deliberation, and
Yeah.
I imagine he's talking and really considering.
yeah,
and
northwest,
pointing out.
northwest to north.
I'm gonna take the rock, and then I'm gonna drop it. Which way does it roll?
Roll a d6.
That's not a D6. That's a 4.
The rock rolls to the left.
So northwest.
So what path were you thinking, Ty?
I mean, I was thinking northwest.
So that one.
The left, yes, the left path.
I agree with this decision. I think it's a sound logic.
I'm gonna have
Yes.
you stop. Yes.
There is going to be the biggest bitch fight I've ever seen in my life
Just-
coming up here before too long.
Just stop.
Oh, stop! What?
Okay, brain wizard, let's go. I just like,
brain
and
wizard.
Fighting.
they just start
All right.
walking to the
So
north.
are you guys are choosing the northwest pass?
Yeah.
Are we all together or am I still on the ship? I don't know what
Would
happened.
we really leave the ship,
we're
even
all
if
together.
it's suspended?
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Did you leave him on the ship?
No.
Okay, I was like, wait, what?
No,
We
he's
learned
with us.
we learned what happened last time when he's unattended. He tells people he's the executioner.
I mean, technically, Prazira's up there, but
I
Oh.
mean, you're not wrong. But she's not feeling well and just hanging out.
also good point. Prazira's there to watch the ship. We're chilling.
Oh, we're chilling.
Also,
No, but
very
there-
good,
Yeah. Yeah.
very good, very capable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Much capable.
much capable. So, you begin your trek into the Northwest Passage. It is faintly a path. There are no large trees growing up in the middle of this path, but the brush and the vines do hang down, so it does hinder your progress to a degree. So you wouldn't be able to travel at full speed because you kind of have to duck and move shit out of your way. But you spend the better part of 3 to 4 hours trekking through the jungle. It's hot. It's so fucking hot in here. The sweat is just dripping as you go. And as you crest towards evening, go ahead, Noct.
No, you're good.
As you crest towards evening, you've now probably made the betterment of 2 to 3 miles through this vegetative bullshit. Ty and Noct have been bitching at each other on and off.
I have never once bitched at Ty.
Ty and Noct are having discussions as you go.
Yeah,
Intellectual discussions.
Yeah,
Of course.
precisely.
I am.
And
I'm
can you-
talking about every like some of the foliage and what it might be, and
The green one?
Woo! I'm gonna
Whoa.
fly. I'm taking the kobold with me.
Peace out.
damn y'all.
wow. I've never
We just
had my
fly away
eyes
with my
roll
giant
so
ass
hard
art
before.
player.
I have never had my eyes roll so hard before.
My dear
In
God.
character, out of character. Just
So as you guys come to this, what looks like a not a huge break in the trees, but like the denseness kind of like falls away a little bit, and the path is easier, and you're walking at more of a quick pace now, right before dusk. And as you cross this small clearing, you go into another denser portion of the forest, but it's not very thick. It's only a couple hundred yards. And then it opens up into a very large, rounded clearing. And on the far end of the clearing, you see a kind of a dark building, for lack of a better terms. But it looks kind of like crushed in on one side. And it's definitely not the spire. And as you're looking around, you don't see the path leading anywhere else at all, but to this building. This ramshackle, half torn down, just shit ass building in the middle of the fucking forest.
Shit ass building.
that's the description.
So why would there be a building here?
Hermits,
Well, that's a
Sages?
good, yeah.
weirdos.
Hermits that don't want to be. They don't necessarily want to be around the civilization.
What type of architecture are we talking about for this?
So this is actually a stone building. No wood to be found anywhere in its construction. And it's probably 3-ish stories tall.
Holy
It
shit.
stands up into the top of the canopy, but the one side that kind of faces a little bit to the right and away from you looks like it's kind of broken in on one side. And there's a big arch doorway in the front of it, would be like a double door inside.
I ran so fast.
Wait,
You said stone.
As you would.
wait. Oh, never mind.
I hear hard stone.
You're
I heard
hard
there's
stone.
I heard there's
Is
rock
that
hard stone
rock
for me
hard
to
stone here?
investigate.
Is that granite I see?
Ooh.
I don't know. Let's see. Can I?
Let's find out.
Can I do my? What is the rock proficiency called? I never remember what that.
Fuck, I don't know. Stone
Stone
cunning
cunning?
or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Knowledge
I get
of rock.
what, like a plus
Knowledge
12
of rock.
for that.
Rock and
Sure.
stone.
Stone rocking.
Cunning.
Oh, I actually am gonna need that because that was a horrible roll. All right, let's see how this works.
What do you see with your dwarf eyes?
With your beautiful dwarven eyes.
17
friend.
because I rolled horribly.
How much?
Hold
16?
on.
17.
Guidance.
What
Ooh.
is that? A plus 4?
Eye touches
A
your shoulder.
D4.
A D4.
Add a D4.
Ooh, could have a 21 potentially.
Actually, yeah. 21.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Grom, as
Oh.
you're looking at this stone,
With the pretty dice.
you feel giddy
Yeah,
and very afraid at the same time.
that's weird. I don't like that feeling.
So the tiger stone that you found in Crossroads is one of the oldest known like rock formations and used items out there. Like we're talking like many thousands of years old. Okay.
Yep.
This particular stone is older than that. And you've never seen this particular type of mineral before. It's stone, but it's also something else that you're not sure what it is.
Okay. Can I do like Arcana or something to see if there's any like magical properties that I'm
Sure.
God damn. This dice is going in the trash right now. It's a 9.
Bad dice.
Sorry about that.
You go to jail now.
Yeah, I just put it in my little
Time out.
my slime dice jail.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
So yeah, that's a 9. We're not even gonna count that. This is weird. It's real old.
Yeah, you have no fucking idea, but it's old.
Rig is surprisingly
Can-
good with history and under.
Yeah, same here. Can I take a look? I don't know if I would know anything.
I mean, you're all more than welcome to take a look at if you'd like. You can even go inside if you want.
Is it history?
Sure.
Actually, fair question. Can I roll history as well, but in a different way?
Sure.
I love that. thought.
Uh-huh.
Guidance. Not bad. No. 17. So
You have no fucking idea.
yeah.
I'm working on what you were talking about with foliage and greenery. Shit all looks fucking green. I don't know what the fuck you're on about. I rolled a nat 1.
We can fix that.
I love it. Like
Old creepy building in the back of the jungle. No other paths to this place but that one. What would you like to do?
Hey Hammer, you know some old stuff sometimes, been around for a while. This
What are you trying to say?
you've been around my family for some time. That I know.
Maybe we could drop, the old shaming off.
That's
Off.
not old shaming. I'm looking to draw upon your expertise. This looks potentially before my time, and I'm curious if
Wisdom.
you have
Now-
encountered
now-
this before.
Okay, now you want
Tell
my
me.
wisdom.
Please tell me this is like Graham when he's talking to the hammer is like holding the bitch out in front and like.
Oh yeah, ever
physically
since I
talking
talked
to
to y'all
it?
about it, I am like full on.
he's full on having.
I feel like I would probably like sit it on the ground and then probably just like plop down and have conversations with it
Okay.
sitting in front of it.
Cross-legged,
Yes,
that would be
This
great.
is all I
Yeah.
needed.
Absolutely.
So yeah. So he is. So that's the thing that is happening now. So
Yeah, I'm not hiding it
that's-
anymore. We're just having full on fights in front of y'all.
Hell yeah.
And it's one-sided.
Yeah, we only have one side of it.
We only
You
get
can't
one
hear the
side of it.
replies.
That's all we're getting. Like, oh, that's nice. Graham is talking to his hammer again, and
Beautiful.
we have no idea.
But yeah,
I don't
I'll just bring up
understand
like
why he's arguing.
the Tiger Stone. We kind of got to the bottom of. There was obviously the fight with the Celestials. There,
Right.
that kind of made sense. This feels much more one-off, and something does feel odd, but it's not as ubiquitous as that Tiger Stone was. Just curious if this is ringing any bells to you.
Look. Take me closer.
Okay. I walk up to the wall and like just press the hammer onto the side of the wall.
You get okay. I'm not a stone expert per se, at least not of this. This is only part stone. Definitely not
Interesting.
all stone. I'm not real sure what the fuck this else is made of. I don't really like it. It's not giving me the best, if you know what I mean.
Bad vibes.
Might probably, maybe it's worth a look around.
Okay.
What's in there? I don't know. That's up to you. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
We're
Doesn't
along for the
feel
ride.
Doesn't feel great, but okay.
That really doesn't feel great, but I think a tasteful study might be worth doing.
I whispered a
Until-
knock.
Probably onto something.
I worry very much all the time for him.
That's fine.
Rig,
Um,
Rig would like to
I'm-
look
I'm-
pretty.
I'm going to turn
I
around
worry
and like,
often for this, and he'll just gesture to the rest of the party.
while I'm just kind of bouncing hammer around between my shoulders, like, all right, so we had a chat. Something is weird. This is very old, but I think most importantly, this isn't stone in the way that we would normally consider stone, right? So, not, for instance, you see the greenery and it's all just kind of green. It all feels the same thing. Normally, we could say the same about stone. If it looks like stone, it probably is stone. Well, in this case, this looks like stone and it's probably not stone.
But it
We
looks
don't
like
know
stone,
what it is, but it does look like stone.
and it has the
So-
consistency of stone.
Correct.
And it's performing the function of stone.
Exactly. So something is weird.
Rack.
I don't know what. But again, just be ready for anything. And then I'm going to wander off towards an entrance.
Rig would like to look for any symbols, sigils, or effigies about the entryway.
Certainly.
Ty, I
Could
think
you
it's
roll? Go for it. Roll me a perception or investigation, whichever you prefer.
I'm so stuck.
I don't know what's gotten in me tonight.
I didn't hear you.
20, not
20,
natural.
As you're looking at the building, you're taking your little kobold time to just kind of look around, and you don't really see anything. And then you kind of walk backwards a little bit from the door, and you hear that voice in your head. Ah, yes, there it is. Look above the door, short one. And kind of pressed into this, but covered about 3/4 in like vine shit. You do see something pressed into the stonework there, or the medium work there, but you'll have to uncover it because it's kind of covered. Can't really make out what it is, but there's definitely something there.
Can I? Hold on. I was trying to see if I could reason thaumaturgy to help reveal it at a distance, but I don't know if that's so much stretch. I could also try mending, but that's touch. It's just far away.
You could certainly try. Which one would you like to try?
Thaumaturgy sounds better. If I could make a tremor at a range to like shake off the moss or something like that, would be
Does thaumaturgy make noise?
no. You can use it to make a noise. Is one of the options.
I got you. Okay. Is that spell? It just happens. Like there's no roll or anything for it.
It's just a cantrip to make a harmless effect,
Okay.
magical effect.
I would say you try it a time or two, and you get most of the shit off of the front, and it becomes more. And what you see is you see a like a square sigil with 7 different ruins, and then a circle drawn in the middle of it with a different rune placed in the middle of it. None of it looks familiar, and it's all kind of like calligraphic. However the fuck you want to say that word. They're all different. None of them are the same. They don't share the same symbols or shape. They are drawn in the same, or like made in the same manner, but they don't share any like likeness. Not the same character, I guess I would say.
Hey, Rock. Rig found drawing. Looks like symbol, but not like rig symbol. Rock is knocked, by the way.
Oh, 1 second as I'm in the middle of a conversation with Ty. So the difference between the two is that one has a pointed leaf and one is less pointed.
Right.
Still pointed, but less
Right.
pointed.
Right.
Sorry, Rig, what?
I gesture up above to the weird runes and symbols above the entryway.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Oh.
What is that?
Oh wow.
Rig did a find.
Good for you, Rick.
Alright, that was supposed to be out of character to specify.
I feel like that was in character. I gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Mostly, yeah. Can I roll something for this fucking thing?
You can roll history or you can roll religion.
Yeah, we're rolling history.
Guidance.
Thank you. I don't need it, but I will take it. Oh my god. 30.
Yeah.
Knocked, you for a moment blank out.
Fucking, why are they the same? It's the same bush. They have slightly different leaves.
And inside your brain you go, like deep, like before you got here. You're sitting at your desk again. And you're kind of looking at the papers in front of your desk.
Do they happen to be on botany? Because Jesus.
Without really understanding why, you reach up and you grab a book off your shelf. You just pull it, set it down in front of you, and you just start flipping through the pages. Flip, 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 flip. And then, bam, you stop on a page. There in front of you is a replication of this thing that you're looking at. All you see scrolled across the top of it is Bahamut, and then the book slams shut. They're standing back in front.
I believe this symbol is related to Bahamut. So, very good find, Rig. Well,
And Bahamut is
big dragon.
oh, dragon.
Very big dragon. Maybe
So,
God.
if we would like to learn more about Bahamut and why the shadow things are murdering towns and seeking Bahamut or seeking destruction of Bahamut or whatever, this seems like a good place to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, can we,
Yeah.
would it be so bad to start a forest fire? Like, is it?
Depends who you're asking.
I would say not yet.
Yet implies there's a time and a place and a promise. Is that a pinky swear?
I feel like I would turn around and be like, you know, controlled burns actually are a very effective tool that many societies and communities
See?
use in order to make sure that you have a proper agrarian
The,
society.
the sun
Anyway.
is beginning to set.
Garn understands.
Are we in a carnivorous forest or a deciduous forest?
I walk into the building.
Yeah, I think we should go inside. I think if nothing else.
As you go inside of the building, you pry open a door that hasn't been opened in no fucking idea. But it makes a noise so low and guttural that it like you've never heard a door creak this loud ever.
Ugh.
And it echoes off the walls inside of this space. And as you walk in, you kind of look up, and there are no other rooms. It's one single room, 3 stories tall. And you can see the sunlight kind of ricocheting off a big hole in the middle of the building at the top. And as you peer inside, you see a platform in the center with a box. A very large obsidian black box standing on a dais.
Usually, when things like this happen, we should just leave.
Isn't your whole thing like sneaking in and grabbing the things and then sneaking out?
That looks like that might kill me. Suck the soul out of me, even. That looks evil.
What about? Hear me out. I'm gonna conjure a mage hand.
Does it look like it's 5 pounds?
I don't think it's gonna be.
I don't have to move the whole thing, right?
Oh, true.
Just open it.
Yeah.
So describe for me where all of you are standing in this
Oh
room.
boy.
I will be near the door. Like I just walked in, and I'm like looking and like, oh wow, what is all this? And then I see the box, and I'm like, oh, and I sort of stay near the door
Rick is
because this is
also
in the
by
middle of the
door
room.
because he's looking at the symbol and making a little etching for himself.
I was probably the last one in, because I was distracted scoffing at the nearby greenery.
Okay. What would you like to do in this space? You see the dais in the box. Look. So as you walk in, there's like the ceiling is above you, say 8-10 feet, and it goes out away from the door and then like straight up into this like expanse space. You're like standing underneath a ledge essentially.
Got it. And there's a black box, obsidian box, in the center of the room
That's correct.
that kind of probably has some light on it because of the light from above.
It's kind of pinging down and filling the space, but it's very dim in here now because the sun is setting. So the light is starting to get darker and darker as time goes on.
So we are concerned about opening the box, yes?
Just a little bit.
Maybe. Or we could detect magic and see what's there.
I mean, we could. That's a good point. I'll use detect magic as a ritual.
I was gonna say, like, you can take 10 minutes.
There is a mixture of protection and I would say mostly protection.
So I'm gonna
around the
say,
box.
so if you're getting a protection magic around the box, it probably means the box is trapped.
Probably.
I can conjecture. So just opening it is probably not a good idea.
Well, we could get rid of it.
Yes, that's the we could either disarm the whatever trap it may be, or dispel it if that is something I don't know. Maybe a wizard could do.
Get him, Ty.
Nah, Knock gives you the death glare as he walks over and then goes and casts a spell magic.
So you're walking over to the box.
Yeah, I'm going.
Okay. As you walk out into the room, and the others, I'm assuming you're filtering in closer.
Yeah.
Where you're at? What are you doing?
I
Okay. As you filter into the room, and knocked right before you on the box, you hear a sound behind you and kind of like up. And you it's like a snapping and a like
Oh,
dragging along a wall kind of
God
sound.
damn it!
And as
No
you
idea.
turn around and look up, you see
Uh-huh.
on the left and right side of the wall two incredibly large. And now that you think about it, it fucking stinks in here really bad. Like really bad.
Mm.
Two not gargantuan, but two incredibly large plant-like flower entity-looking things slithering down the wall that overhang where you were, as two giant fucking corpse flowers come slithering off the
So,
wall towards you.
in this moment, just real quick, instead of casting mage armor or something useful, just a quick look at Ty. So, is that the same shrub? Is that a different?
And
Is
as
this
that
native?
as that conversation piece hits, we're gonna finish the night right there. As you will be going into initiative when you return to our next game, as there are two
Maybe
large ass carnivorous plants that want to do things with you.
maybe I'll finally pick feats for the next game.
You might want to.
I still haven't picked what feats to take, by the way.
You might want.
Might be a good idea. Maybe toughness.
I don't need no fucking HP.
I'll write that down.
I will remember that.
I will remember that. Knock doesn't
I
need
actually-
HP.
I actually considered doing the newer Adept of the Black Robes thing, and then just getting rid of all of my hit dice for damage.
I sneak attack. No, I'm just kidding.
Interesting. So, that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I know it's been a long time since we've been on here, but we're going to try to get back to a more normal schedule. Summer, crazy, lives, shit like that. I've been DM Musmore Dragons. Thank you guys so much for watching the Golden Feathers and Tang here on the Vibe Tribe, and we will with our outros. Not kick it off. Hello.
I think
Hi,
Well-
I'm Makoto Orshiro. I play Noct, the Elven Wizard thing. Yeah, it was great. I hope you all enjoyed the thunder ambiance that came from where I am.
It was perfect, and the plant bickering was the best. Hi, Damon. How are you?
Hey everyone, Damon, our DMA Gamer 79 on TikTok and Twitter if you want to find me out there. I play Tayo Dorogon, your very frustrated wood elf light cleric.
He didn't get to hit the glory hole. He's so
Oh.
angry.
Yeah, I'm
Angry.
upset about that.
That checks out.
Yeah, perfect. Hi, Brave.
Hi, I'm Brady or Brave playing Rig and Rex. And
All right.
yeah, I will throw lightning from the heaven at all.
I
Everyone
shall be glorious. I love it. I love that so much. Bull, hi.
Hello. I'm Bull. I don't know why I was so spicy tonight, but we're having a
I don't
spicy
know.
night, I guess.
It
So,
was definite spicy night. I love it.
spicy. I'll take
So much fun. Thank
Not
you
too
for
bad.
joining us tonight. Yeah. And Amador, hi.
Oh, hello. I'm Amador. I play the owl guy that almost killed Ty. He still didn't answer if it was coniferous or deciduous.
Tune in next time.
Yeah. I don't
It
do
was
much
so
here.
good. Just so you know, it was so good.
Oh fuck that! I'm gonna watch that back so many times. Holy shit, that was so good. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It has been a hell of a lot of good times, and until next time, be kind to one another because it's a shitty world out there. Love you all. We'll see you next time.
Thank you so much for tuning in to another Vibe Tribe production. What's going to happen next time? Well, you're going to have to tune in to find out. But until then, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, and as always, make sure that you keep the good times rolling. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.